Welcome to Crypto Daily. My name is Dustin Knaus, and be sure to follow our show wherever you listen to podcasts, and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. Well, happy Thanksgiving to all of my American listeners. Now, since I have quite a bit of an international audience, I decided to release a short episode today. As of right now, there is definitely a reason to celebrate, as markets are trending back upwards. Now, the former governor of the Reserve Bank of India, Raghuram Rajan, has made a claim that he believed only a handful of cryptos will survive. Since April, there have been 400 coins that have tried to start and failed. Since the beginning of crypto in general, over 2,000 coins have gone extinct. Now, like any market, some things just don't take off. Sometimes it's no different than a business failing. Other times, it's all fraud looking to take people's money, which is why we are seeing more and more regulations come into play around the world. Now, like I always say, research and make sure you invest wisely. Don't take any chances. Now, let's take a quick look at the world of NFTs. Some people are wondering why NFTs are so expensive. And there's one thing I want to be clear about. We mostly hear about the big wins. The truth is, however, the majority of NFTs are worthless. If you hang out in NFT groups on Facebook or Reddit, you'll find a lot of struggling artists trying to crack the code and figure out why their NFTs aren't selling while computer-generated avatars sell for tens of millions of dollars. And right now, we're seeing a similar excitement in NFTs that we saw in early crypto. Honestly, we have no idea how this trend will play out in the long term. But to analyze the right now, the Alan Turing Institute did a study this year to look at the role that certain factors play on the price of NFTs. It was broken down into three main components: the NFT's visual features, previous sales related to NFTs, and the social network of the buyer and seller. Research used a machine learning model to consider a data set of 4.7 million NFTs exchanged by over 500,000 buyers and sellers. They found that past sales of related NFTs was the most important factor. In fact, it accounted for about 50% of the price variance. Now, we saw this in CryptoPunks, where essentially the price went up as the collection rolled out. This is a trend we've definitely seen across the market, where large collections tend to do well and one-off pieces just tend to fall short. The second most important factor was the visual features, which seemed to account for about 20% of the reason for the NFT's success. Then finally, the last was the artist's social influence, which accounted for about 10% of the reason that an NFT was a success. Now, that might be some good news for newer artists. Combining all three of these elements, the Alan Turing Institute was able to use their machine model to account for about 70% of the market success or fail rate. Now, that's not perfect, but it's pretty close. So ultimately, if you are looking to release NFTs or know someone who is, make sure that they are looking to release a collection. Then think about the design and trends that we are seeing out in the space. Lastly, get the word out there. Please follow our show wherever you listen to podcasts and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. If you get your podcasts on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment there. I'm Dustin Knaus, and thank you for joining me today.